between the rails as they passed over the viaduct.
Okay, coming soon.
The bridge was just a water and construction, resting on masonry piers.
In the 1960s, the bridge was replaced again with a modern concrete structure which wasn't susceptible to erosion. Engineers
Wait, is that like
overlooked one
Undefeated Genesis?
The installation of the new concrete beam meant there was solid support on the bridge, and it was now impossible to replace the wear by the train top and front. The solution arrived at was to build.
Wait, this is cool.
Back then,
That's cool.
engineers thought the grouting
And
solution
you could
was a
damage the
permanent
terrain
fix
too?
to an age-old problem. So over time, the aging weir supporting the bridge was forgotten, as accident investigator Jill Lauer discovered.
Historically, information about the viaduct was passed by word of
This
mouth.
robot is
However,
causing
engineers
havoc.
knew about this had moved to a different again. So the engineers in place at the time of the collapse of the viaduct incorrectly assumed that the masonry piers were supported by the bedrock of the estuary, where in fact
Okay,
they were
that's it.
supported by a permeable weir.
People forgot to a great extent that the weir existed. There was no concept really of the extent of the weir and the need to maintain it.
With old structures like this, the original plans can sometimes be lost in history, lost in the ether. No one knew what was underneath.
In 1997, an inspection was carried out, and engineers discovered that the weir under Pier 4 was eroded. But it seemed the report was misfiled rather than accurate.
There was a hidden problem. The grout was being washed away slowly, and the weir was becoming again a non-confined structure, was becoming unsafe.
Just 7 days before the catastrophic collapse, an unintentional inspection was carried out by local resident Ivan Barrett. While Ivan was kayaking on the estuary, he spotted something alarming.
We were having a Friday night, and we discovered that
Okay,
the rock had been
come
washed
and get
away
it
the
then.
base of the fourth pillar. The flow, instead of going right to the centre of the waterway away from the pillars, is now being diverted against the pillar. So after the weekend on a Monday morning, after being a cold Irish rail, we swinged it through, and even at that stage myself, I thought there was danger, but not imminent, but I thought maybe months out something may happen.
Hey, just keep sending the soldiers down. Keep sending them.
Conversation saying, well, look, if something isn't done about this, at some stage there is a potential it's going to fall down.
Okay.
Subsequently discovered Irish Rail did have a look at the bridge and structure on the Wednesday.
On the photograph that the engineer took, we can see that a serious undermining of Pier 4 occurring. Tunnel-like erosion started occurring, or whirlpool had formed.
He's like, what? I'll go. Oh, no, he...
Years of erosion had weakened the piers, and without sufficient maintenance, the outcome was
Wait, hold on, wait. Where are y'all going?
2 days later, the fourth pier gave way, taking a piece of bridge with it and almost a train full of people.
Be careful.
Thanks to the quick thinking of the driver, the disaster was averted. But Irish Rail was under pressure to come up with a more permanent solution.
For Pier 4, which was washed away and in fact never seen again, we never even found the pieces of Pier 4 because of the fast-flowing water. It was determined that a totally new pier would be piled into the seabed.
Pier 4 was completely rebuilt, and the remaining piers were reinforced by driving steel piles deep into the seabed.
It was determined that the weir could be reinstated safely to a new design with heavier materials and new shape profile.
Like,
Thanks to new solid foundations, this bridge won't be going off the rails anytime soon.
bro. What?
The train
He has
just
bumpers.
vanished in the air. The
Let's
train
go.
had gone over. It would ended up in the estuary.
The legacy that remains with locals and commuters is that a great tragedy was narrowly averted.
So consider the sense of what didn't happen. at the back of their minds was like, but you know what? It happened and nobody was hurt, nobody was killed.
I remember how shocked everybody was when they realised that it was
We have more of a contemporary modern feel. You know, it's something to have a conversation that has a story behind it.
That's a great idea. Be open-minded. Be sure to negotiate. This is a net profit game. Every dollar you spend counts. $500, 3 projects, 1 hour. Here is your flip list. Number 1, sheep storage. You find an item that can be transformed into
Okay, so what about that other guy? Oh, there he is.
With nowhere else to
Oh,
turn.
You want to know
what do you mean they took a
so
girl?
many people that they so it probably won't have to sit that far.
Please call now with your gift of $19 a month.
Free
We'll send
mode.
this
Please
way
type
as
the
a
problems
reminder
per
of the
random.
comfort your gift provides a young person tonight. Please don't wait. Your gift is the lifeline a young person needs now. Call the number on
There's a
your
red
screen or
pill
go online to
killer.
safeplacetosleep.org. Thank you for saving precious lives.
Sound like that's a good?
Hi,
Good boy.
my name is Brooke Carter. Join me for an adventure of a lifetime. From Wikipedia.
Ma'am, how did you even...
Wild Wonders with Brooke, Sunday at 6 on FX TV.
Southwest of the city is Staten Island, one of New York's 5 boroughs. The island was ravaged by Hurricane Sandy. 24 people lost their lives to the waves. But here, it was possible to build a wall.
The island is very, very residential.
Challenge course.
And the legal
quest
wall with special density wouldn't make sense both from a risk reduction standpoint, from an economic standpoint.
Oh, that's cool.
And so another amazing project, which also won the city's design competition,
Get a
consists
5-star?
of establishing oyster beds in the bay. These small shellfish can reduce wave energy. Actually, it's a little known fact that until the 19th century, New York was the oyster capital of the world.
New York City had an immense natural oyster
Need
collection.
only...
Today we talk about New York as the Big Apple. Because at the turn of the 19th century, we could easily have called it the Big Oyster. That's how characteristic oysters were to the economy again.
Because when you look at it, in New York, you have like hot dogs and food carts. You can get a hot dog at every street corner. Back then, it used to be oyster carts. So people would stop walking in the street to buy oysters and have oysters in the street.
Yeah, I need to go over there.
Fishing, oysters have disappeared from New York Bay. And yet, the shellfish played a primordial role, particularly in Staten Island.
You know that there was a place on the south shore of Staten Island that was an oyster reef, and you can see in the geologic record that used to protect the shore. And then once that reef got reduced because of overfishing, and the shore became more vulnerable to overwash and storms.
Why not look to the past, inspiration, and recreate these famous oysters?
Also, record label film.
The water in the bay is still
You
polluted.
got the
There's no way
sound
for oysters to grow on their own. They need help. These huge artificial breakwaters, built about 3 meters high out of stone, will be coated with a special ecological concrete and planted with oysters, which in time will colonize the entire structure.
Oysters come together in oyster reefs. It looks like coral reefs, basically. So they come together, they build those natural reefs. When one oyster dies, there is another one coming on top of it. So those reefs keep building up.
The 9 breakwaters, 300 meters off the coast and stretching over a kilometer, will eventually...
This is another thing.
As powerful waves crash over the top of the breakwaters, the structure's porosity will absorb the water and lessen the wave's energy. Coastal damage is therefore reduced.
The oyster projects are a
planking or wetlands or islands or oyster reefs, all of that contributes to reduction of storm energy before it hits the coast. But in the long haul, the oysters are also really good as a symbol of the health of the estuary.
Because these tiny mollusks have an amazing property. Each day, a single oyster can filter 200 litres of water all by itself. The water in these two containers is very dirty. Oysters have been placed in the one on the right. The result is astounding. After just a few hours, the water is nearly transparent. New York Bay could soon be cleaned in the same way.
It's a snowball effect, and the more oyster we put, the better the water quality gets, and the more oyster we'll be able to survive in the future.
The first breakwaters are scheduled for late 2018. But beware of food poisoning. New York still declare won't be fit to appear on the menu until 2050. It's an ambitious project, no doubt, but is it enough to save the city? Because New York thought it was indestructible and has been quite wrecked for centuries. For instance, the city is actually expanding right into the water. And in storms, the listening zones are obviously the first to be affected. The figure is astonishing. In 400 years, mankind has grown 20% larger. When colonists arrived, it was 47 square meters.
Another challenge.
At the turn of the 19th century, the city began to spill over onto the rivers surrounding it. A century and a half later, the encroachment continued. Today, Manhattan boasts 12 square kilometers of additional land.
People wanting more land. It's amazing from a projection. They actually found it more economical to build out than to build north. Right? They told, because before cars you had to walk everywhere. You went to the coastline. So they looked at the impact. And then later on in time, people needed space for industrial uses, they needed space for education, they needed space for housing.
And the island is
land built around the edge, sometimes demolition of buildings in other parts of the city, so somebody was removing rock to create this type of business that I could so there would be some clever person who would say, I'll buy this from you, I'm going to put it over here in the water, you dump it in the soil, voila, you have new land. And we also solved somebody else's problem who didn't know what to do with the rocks that they were cutting out.
An extension built entirely from scratch around 1980 on the Hudson River. 37 hectares, 16,000 acres, a community of businesses and luxury housing.
Battery Park City is one of the most dramatic change recently in terms of the shoreline of New York.
To understand its amazing engineering feat, we have to go back to the 60s. World Trade Center was under construction and tons of rock was being excavated. Builders chose the cheapest way to get rid of it, simply toss it into the Hudson. The rubble created a landfill site in the water. Years later, the additional surface would provide a foundation for the big fraction of Battery Park. Of course, this new land is the most susceptible to the effects of climate change, and here's why. In colour, the areas added to Manhattan over time. And in red, the priority evacuation zones in case of storm. They correspond exactly to where the river was 4 centuries ago. During a hurricane, water simply returned to its original place.
We thought that those places were fine, where they now we now see that in fact with a combination of things, such as climate-driven sea level rise as well as more increases in stronger storms, those places are actually at risk.
And Yet, even if the risks have been well known for 30-odd years, building on the waterfront continues. Are New Yorkers playing Russian roulette?
Yeah, the Russian roulette comes into play once we knew that sea level rise. And
Again,
that
why
was
are y'all
short-sighted? Because theoretically, the knowledge was already available. And that still applies today. We are still putting new buildings and assets on the waterfront instead of thinking 50, 100, 200 years ahead. And that where we place our future assets.
Building these zones is tremendous. What if the concept of a totally vertical skyscraper?
Wild weather. You know what I love about cricket? The whole block feels like anything real. You just can't beat it. That's what we said before. The people win. Technology, no one loves. Download Cricket Plus for free and get a 6 million coin bonus. Pick every day.
Welcome to the perfect concept. Here are the main areas to the
trimmer blade. It's hard to believe Rico started just 2 hours, half of what the other guys were. Shaving with Harry's isn't pricey. It's just very, very, very smooth. Wake up to Harry's. Get your trial set for just $7 at harrys.com/smooth. Devoted entirely
What's good?
to our planet with the promise of a brighter future. Now is the time. This is an exciting moment to celebrate our planet. Earth TV.
Plastic is flooding our planet, hurting wildlife and destroying delicate ecosystems. We can stop this by changing how plastic is made, used, and recycled, and building a better system from the ground up. A clean planet is possible. Let's go to planet.
Yeah. We're just playing the power phase. Oh, wow. Why do you have that? How is it?
At any moment, Mother Nature can go wild. Each wild weather on Earth X with monster tornadoes, super hurricanes, everything is level, mega quake.
I thought that's it. This is my time.
And more of Mother Nature at her wildest. Wild weather. Tomorrow at 8 on Earth X TV.
Over the East River, behold the American Copper Building. It has just been completed and is New York's first waterproof building. The building stands right in the flood zone, and for good reason.
If you were to take a map of Manhattan in about the 1920s or 1930s, and you put this building on that map, you would see that this building was sitting in the river. And we knew that this lot sat on landfill where they bought it. So we knew that the soil underneath this lot was not going to support that.
Oh.
building is supported by enormous pillars sunk into the bedrock 8 meters down. Inside, a classic luxury skyscraper. Adjoined with a breathtaking view, upscale apartments, and bays room overlooking the river.
Was just eating dinner. What is this game? This is called Undefeated. So, Undefeated is basically you're in a superhero sandbox. You're the superhero that is just undefeated.
No water being pumped up to the 20th, 30th, 50th floor. No lights on the entire floor. So we asked ourselves the question immediately after the hurricane.
Yeah, it's free to play Lava if you have a PlayStation. If you have PlayStation, it's free on PlayStation Store. And honestly, reminds me of Dreams Legends. Yeah. And Lava, they're coming out with a new Undefeated game.
Once water levels have dropped back to normal, the reservoirs are emptied into the East River. But checking them not enough. So a backup sump system has been installed in the basement to make the building truly
Wonderful. Does it have multiplayer? I don't think it does. Bro, if this had multiplayer, this would be fun.
Let alone 10 or 12 of these sump systems to be able to deal with a whole volume of water in the basement. So these pumps can deal with that, and we have a primary pump and a secondary pump in every single location to make sure that there's always a backup in the event that one pump fails.
In the event of a general power outage, the builders have thought of everything. But to do so, they had to sacrifice the best apartment, the one that would have gone for the highest price. Here we are on the top floor, where in theory the grand luxury suite is located.
Okay, what's this majestic music? Bro, the music is fire. You hear this?
I do like that stuff. I love the bug ride, climb, race, and I'm learning how to stand and walk. Well, I can only
I need to know who made this music,
because of
because
people
this music is good.
for children.
Because of people like you, Shriners Hospitals for Children has helped more than 1.3 million kids just like me, regardless of their family's ability to pay.
Shriners Hospitals for Children is only able to provide this world-class, life-changing medical care because of the generous gifts of people just like you.
Because of you, I can ride my bike. I can play basketball.
Because of people like you, I can run.
I can swim.
Will you send lunch the rest of the day?
When you go to loveshriners.org right now, you give just 63 cents a day. You're helping kids just like me.
Like me. Like me. When you give today, we'll send this adorable Love to the Rescue blanket as a thank you. And a reminder of the love you gave to a kid just like me.
Your gift, no matter how small, can help a child today.
This is your moment to make a difference.
When you pick up your phone, show you how to repair and call because you're helping kids like me. Thank you. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Please call or go online now. If operators are busy, please call again or gift right away at loveshriners.org.
Your gift makes a difference. Thank you for giving.
Earth X News. The topics you care about, the sources you trust. Earth X News. Stories from around the world devoted entirely to sustainability and the environment. Monday at 5:30, 4:30 Central on Earth X TV. In the air, on the ground, and water. On Earth X TV, the Defenders of the Wild, Ivan Carter goes where the animals are. Unbelievable. Rescue. Relocate. Study. And protected.
This is what it takes to do this kind of conservation.
It's Earth X TV, Defenders of the Wild, Sunday at 7, 6 Central.
Already, subway entrances can be covered with these sheets of waterproof fabric. Custom tailored and stored in a container perpendicular to the entrance steps, the sheets can be unfurled in just 5 to 10 minutes to cover the entire staircase opening. They've been installed mainly in Lower Manhattan. The elevators are protected by watertight steel bars that are manually put in place. Inside the subway itself, massive hermetic custom-built doors, like submarine hatches, will be able to keep water out.
It's a part of a toolbox of different tools to keep the subway system running for maybe another 50 or maybe to the end of the century.
And the final weak link, the road tunnels that run between New York's boroughs. When they're flooded, the entire city is paralyzed.
You need to know New York's tunnels, by definition, are below ground level. And some of them are below sea level, underneath the bank. The tunnel between Manhattan and Brooklyn, and the tunnel between Manhattan and New Jersey on the other side, those were built a long time ago, so they're not watertight.
Here's the solution. Monumental steel doors weighing 25 tons, measuring 9 meters long and 4 meters tall. 8 of them already in place. They've been designed to withstand a rising sea level 1.2 meters higher than Sandy's waves. But in light of the extreme violence of storms, they may not be enough.
If you cover up all the entrances, you still can't be sure that every of those entrances will work 100%.
Seriously, how did you...
So you still want to impede the flow in the tunnels if something goes wrong at the surface.
Engineers have got a lot of imagination. They devised a giant inflatable balloon. 10 feet long long and 5 meters in diameter, its volume is equal to 132 cubic meters, the equivalent of a large residential pool. It can be inflated in just 30 minutes.
Who's the mayor of this town?
Its material is ultra-resistant, similar to the kind used for spacesuits. Once it's completely inflated and pressurized, the balloon will fully plug the tunnel, preventing water from seeping in.
It's a bit like airbags in cars. It's an inflatable device that can blow up and contain the water. It's a brilliant idea because it doesn't require the creation of any heavy infrastructure.
Despite all these solutions on offer, it may already be too late. For many, it would be suicidal to continue living on the waterfront. If the sea level were to rise by 2 meters, Manhattan would be underwater. What if the only true solution was to simply leave the island? Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn, in southeastern New York. 600,000 graves on a plot of 2 square kilometers. Altitude 67 meters above sea level.
They have wonderful vistas over the whole town.
I'll start the mission after.
But it's low density living.
There are 2 solutions. Leave the waterfront and move to the heights of the city. New York is fortunate to possess several areas that are high up. It's just that many of them are cemeteries, like here in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, and in Queens.
So we will have to switch to living in the valley.
So that was the mission.
Or there are neighborhoods that are relatively low density. So you would have to develop a new zoning for those areas. So you can allow new high-rise buildings to be erected there.
Crazy. But given the extremely serious risks,
Okay, let's go.
it's the only way for you
Maybe I'll play the game when I'm bored.
No, try it.
No, Marvel Loki. This is another thing I've been missing. A just sandbox superhero game where you can just get on and have fun.
A few more centuries and more and more people will come to appreciate that forward-looking view. With a little bit of foresight, will be actually more good than just craziness.
For 400 years, New York has been developing an increasingly grandiose, increasingly over-the-top way for people who grew up it was surrounded by water. Today, anything close to it could very well have drowned there. The world diagonal of your choice, drown or swim. The underneath, each one more ingenious than the last, will have to surpass countless economic interests. That's the cost which New York will be paying.
He's throwing wind slashes.
Oh, yeah, I love the attacks. A certain number of range attacks. There's the monsters.
Getting the What's that? Ooh. You know what? I want mine. Yes. He has Roku Shiki without even having it. Seems like asteroids can give you extra powers. Crime over. What's that, right? Oh, and I love the fact that last point is
about the size of a football field, going about 50 miles an hour. Fortunately, we didn't have time to get out.
Front yards disappear below a mixture of mud and water.
What's that? Tokyo Game Show is on right now? Trying my best to stay consistent. Okay, that's actually good. Okay. Yeah, Jay, I'm gonna watch this one. But I'll watch it off stream. This game is fun, though. Yeah, I could see this becoming a stream game for me. Where I could just turn it on and sit and chill. I just destroy stuff. And this is from an indie developer, bro. An indie developer. Indie developer is wild. Alright. I want to try this. I want to try that guy thing. But this time, I got the reasons. Yeah, not so funny when I got the eye. I just beat you. If I just beat you, I'm not giving you this. No. This is my city. What the? Oh. Bro, he has roller shit. That's it. Okay. Well, someone and lava. Now that I know about this game, this is gonna be a stream game for sure. You're gonna enjoy playing this. But for now, I do have to get off. Let me save this person. I got stuff. Okay. Whoa. Oh, gee, that probably just made it worse. Alright, but I'll see y'all. Bye-bye. Well, that's one way to end it.